Question 14b says, hence or otherwise determine the maximum value of 4 cos squared alpha plus sine 2 alpha. So hence or otherwise means hence use your answer from the previous question, and or otherwise determine the maximum value of. So that means you could, if you know any other method, you could solve it using whatever other method, but usually it's easier to solve it using or following the steps from the previous question. So here I have the previous question, and the answer that we got was 2.2 for R, the constant R, and B was 26.6. So using this information, I'm going to try and solve for the maximum value of this. 4 cos squared alpha. Cos squared alpha can be rewritten, since we see here in our previous question we didn't have a cos squared, but we had a cos 2 alpha. So from cos squared alpha, how can I get cos 2a? Well, I know cos 2a is equal to 2 cos squared alpha minus 1, and from this I can make cos squared alpha subject to the formula by taking minus 1 to the other side. So I have cos 2 alpha is equals to or plus 1 is equal to 2 cos squared alpha, and here I can separate the 4 into 2 times 2, and then I'll have 2, and then here I'll make the substitution. So 2 cos squared alpha will be equal to cos 2 alpha plus 1 is equal to, okay, we already made that part, and plus sine 2 alpha. Then we can expand this out to get 2 cos 2 alpha. I'm going to write the plus sign here, plus sine 2 alpha, and then put the plus 2 outside. So this is cos 2 alpha plus 1, should only look like this. So 2 times 1 then would give us 2. But as you can see, this is just this part from our previous question, and we can substitute it with this, and knowing the value of R, we say 2.2 cos 2 alpha minus B plus 2. The maximum value we can get from this is 2.2, since that's the maximum amplitude for a cos graph, or this cos graph. Normal cos graph would be 1, but this is 1 times 2.2, so we get 2.2 plus 2, so the maximum value will be 4.4, or 4.2 actually. So there's only one thing I need to discuss over here, which is the way we got R in the previous question was by rounding off. So naturally, in this new question, you would want to have your R value as precise as possible. So where you had 1 over sine of 26.6, make sure you use as many decimal places as you can, so that you can ensure accuracy, because if you use more decimal points, you'll see that this was actually supposed to be root 5, and if you put root 5 on your calculator, you find that you get 2.236, which is round about the same thing, but if you're looking for a more precise answer, you would have root 5 plus 2 as your answer, but this also would suffice as an answer if what you did in the previous step was getting R as 2.2. If you got R as root 5, which is again approximately the same, then you would write this as your answer.